Okay, everybody, welcome to the September 2024 meeting of the Glendale Coin Club. Really appreciate everyone who came out tonight for our meeting and everyone who's watching at home on YouTube. Now, if you're in Southern California watching at home on YouTube, you should be here. You know that, but that's okay. We'll let it slide. I think we need to start the meeting with the flag salute. So we'll go ahead and do the Pledge of Allegiance if you join me with that. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you for that. All right, as I mentioned before, we just went live there. John Duff's over here selling some 50-50 raffle tickets, so pretty much last call on those if you want to participate in that. Remember, half the money goes to the club. Half the money goes to the winner. That's a nice fundraiser that our friend Glenn Franks started with us years and years ago. So we'll go ahead and pick the ticket for that right after our announcements and before we get to the presentation and all that. Some announcements, nothing too crazy right now. One thing I want to mention is our auctions. Today it doesn't look too bad. I know last meeting we had almost 3 tables full of auction items up there. We really need to make sure that the auction is over by 9:40 because they shut the lights off of here at 9:55-ish. I don't know the exact time, but right around there. And we've been told many times we got to be out of here by 10, which we want to respect that. And I don't think any of us want to be here after that anyway. So we really need to end the auction by 9:40 or so because we can't be, dealing with cash and coins up there with, flashlights and in the dark, and it's not really right to do. So I'll try to do my part as much as I can with that and try to make sure the meeting keeps going towards that timeline. And whoever our auctioneer is that night, we'll try to, go through things in a good manner and do our best. But we really need to make sure that everyone else cooperates there too and make sure. I think things that we make sure to bring items that, the cards are there, they're described properly, whatever you want the auctioneer to read is on there. Make sure that things are clear on the auction cards. Bring things with fair prices that you think will sell instead of, a bunch of high price that might not sell. That might reduce the number of items and help. We've asked people to only bring a maximum of 10 items per person. We used to say 15, but I think 10 might be a little more appropriate, unless I guess you're bringing stuff that has no reserve price that will definitely sell and not take up a bunch of extra, and then maybe 15 is going to be. I think we just got to use some discretion, and if the table's filled up, maybe we pull back a few items, and I guess at the end of the day, it comes, if we're doing the auction and it gets to be 9:35, 9:40-ish or so, and we still got some, we just might have to stop the auction and wrap it up, and you'll have to save the stuff till next month. So I don't want there to be a fight for get here first and get your auction items to the first part of the table or anything like that. But I think we can handle it. I think we can make it work if we all work together on that. Because
literally, we have half the number.
Well, tonight I don't think it's going to be an issue.
It's half of what we have.
I don't think it's going to be an issue, but some nights you see that it can. We just got to. I don't want to be packing up my stuff, and I don't want to be trying to pay Dennis what he's owed or Phil what he's owed with someone holding a flashlight up there while there's, we don't want to be doing that. We don't want to be doing that. So thank you for that.
Also, your speaker was long-winded last month.
Well, now that you bring that up, no, we had an okay speaker last month. I think it was pretty well received, and it was Dennis. That's what I wanted to comment. So I know I'll do my best with it. I know whoever our auctioneer is tonight, maybe it'll be our same auctioneer again. Hopefully you'll volunteer with that. We'll do our best to try to make sure we get it taken care of. Another thing that we wanted to talk about is just getting a little more help around the coin club for me, because now that Don's moved up to Alaska, he's still up here on the screen there, even though his mic's muted. But now that he's not here doing some of the work or a lot of the work, and Ben and Tammy and the whole family, I know it's down to me and Duff a lot for like 99% of the stuff. So appreciate. I've had several people come to me and say, "Hey, I'll help. You just got to tell me what to do." And it's like, well, I know. We did have a couple volunteers offer to do the refreshments next month, which is great. They've actually volunteered to pay for them as well. Totally not necessary, but it's very generous. But in the future, like, even if you're willing, hey, you know, I can bring the stuff, club will reimburse it. It just saves me that extra trip, or saves Duff or whoever's doing it that month. Another thing we need help with maybe is just at the end of the meeting as we're packed stuff. And I know usually people do it, but it's just something I'll mention is, you know, kind of putting the chairs and tables back. There's a little flyer on the door there of how we're supposed to put the room back. A little bit of help with that can go a long way. And if there's several people doing it, it only takes a couple minutes. And I guess if someone really wants to get more involved in the club, I mean, maybe someone could be a club secretary and keep the membership list and make sure people have paid their dues. I have it here, and it's something that we really do just in the beginning of the year, and then it's kind of forgotten about. But, you know, just something. There's positions. We have a bylaws and we have stuff. And if you want to get more involved in the club, I not only, you know, encourage it, but I greatly welcome it, and I would help with that. And anyway, hope that makes sense. Speaking of some help from club members, again, we did talk about it last time. We do have some upcoming shows. One of them is our Glendale Coin Club show on October 27th. I know we've had John Duff and his wife. They volunteered to help with the kitchen, which is very nice and welcome. We've had a couple people volunteer to help with the table up front. Next month, we'll actually have a sign-up sheet to commit to times and just to make sure there's no gaps. And I don't want someone to say, yes, I'll volunteer and do it, and then be stuck at the table for 8 hours, because that's not fair to them. If they want to do that, awesome. We welcome that. It gives you a place to sit. You're at the show. You're going to wait for the raffle anyway. There's probably people that'll help with that. But I was going to have a sign-up sheet here today, but I'm waiting to hear back from Lynn, mostly, who helped at the last show, to see if she can do it, because I know we kind of paid her to do it last time, to sit there at the table all day. And we paid her with raffle tickets, though. She works on raffle tickets, and but that's fine. That's fine, because that cost the club nothing, and she was a lot of help. And I'm just waiting to hear back to see if she's willing to do that, because then I could have that on there so we know better on the calendar there. Yes, sir.
So on program, we have Mike's doing the program tonight. We have Jeff Shevlin that's going to do so-called dollars next month.
Yep.
Which is really good. Always a great program. And I'm going to do an interesting program on Condor tokens in November. We have bingo in December. So any of you, I know a number of you like to do presentations. Next year, I didn't bring the calendar now, but if you have a month in mind, you can type in your name.
So that's October and November settled, and then December we're going to do bingo and have some cookies, and somebody will build a cake there probably, and we'll be all good there.
Start working on next.
So yeah, I mean, I encourage you. You're going to see how dumbed down and easy my presentation is tonight, and it's anyone can do it. We all have different interests, and I encourage you all to consider doing a presentation. It doesn't have to be on PowerPoint. It doesn't have to involve a computer. You can stand up here and talk for 10 minutes and show some coins under the camera, or whatever you want to do. If you read an interesting article on coins, bring that in and do like a report for 5, 10, probably at least 10 minutes for a presentation, I would think. You just consider it an extended show and tell. Anyone can do a presentation for us. And I think it's better if it's people that actually come to our club meetings, so we get to know you guys better and we get to know each other, see what your interests are, instead of just us getting a presentation from the A&A or watching a video, or, having someone that's not one of us. Google gobble. All right. So yeah, Duff will start the sign-up sheet probably at the next meeting or whatever. But if you have an idea, we'll jot your name down right now. Absolutely. Okay, there's upcoming coin shows, I know, in the area. There's one that's actually started this evening. Really, I think it opens up to the public officially tomorrow, right? It's a Buena Park coin show, Saturday and Sunday. So I know Richard's got a table down there. I'm sure Phil's down there. I got a table there, so I'll be there tomorrow. So if you're looking for a coin show and you didn't go to the Long Beach show, there you go. Easy. There's Don. He dropped out and he's back. There he goes. Any other shows coming up? Richard, do you know of any?
Yeah, Van Nuys coin show is on the 29th of September. 14750 Sherman Way in Van Nuys, California. It's on CoinZip, Independent News. It's on about 40 different publications. We cover the whole area from Bakersfield all the way down to North San Diego County, as far as Indio and as far west as to Ventura, Oxnard.
Great.
And
Again, that's the Masonic Lodge, Van Nuys on Sherman Way, right where we have our Glendale Coin Club shows and right where our club shows are at. And it's so 2 weeks after this weekend. So that'll be September 29th. That's Richard's show there. So I encourage you for that.
Just put on where the little arrow thing is on
Yep.
there. Click that and it'll tell you how to get there from your house. How long it takes.
And a month after that, again, we got our Glendale Coin Club show, same place. Ours is October 27th.
What?
There we go. All right. Anybody else have any other announcements or anything to mention? Yeah.
You gonna talk about Gordon?
I could do that. I can do that. Thanks for reminding me on that, of course. I know Gordon's daughter, Gordon, who recently passed away earlier this year, his daughter reached out for people's contact information. I gave her email addresses of just about everybody in the club. They're having a memorial service, it's going to be like a remembrance event on November 17th at the Van Nuys Masonic Lodge. They're renting out the Masonic Lodge. It's a Sunday, 12 to 4 p.m. She sent everybody whose emails I sent to her, and if you're looking at me now, I probably sent your email. I didn't exclude anybody from that list. She sent an invite earlier this month, around September 2nd, 3rd, 4th, somewhere around there. And most people I've talked to, it went to their spam folders. Most people caught it and were able to respond to it, but a lot of people never got it. Or maybe their email didn't, whatever it is. But anyway, if you wanted to attend that, we have the information for that. It's going to be, I think it's going to be pretty informal. It's just going to be a gathering of friends and family there. They're going to have, she asked people to bring any like photos they might have to share. They're going to have a projector showing some of the stuff. And if you have any stories you want to share, I'm sure there'll be an opportunity for that. But didn't want to have anybody to feel like they missed it or left out on that. Because she asked me to share that information because she doesn't know everybody, so she's trying to have us help with that. So again, that's supposed to be on November 17th at the Van Nuys Masonic Lodge. 12 to 4 p.m. is the times they have set for that. And I don't know if it's like a 4-hour long thing or whatever it is. I mean, I can share the information if anybody wants more detail on that. Yeah. I don't know how that light just popped on. No one touched that over there. Okay. Yes, Phil.
I'd like to suggest if you at least put it in the club bulletin for next month.
I will do that.
So,
I planned on doing that, but I didn't talk to Gordon's daughter, Cindy, until today. And I wanted to get permission to even share the information with everyone because I wanted to make sure that she was okay with me. And it said in the Evite, if you've gotten it, share the information with anyone that might want to attend. But I wanted to get permission before broadcasting it to the world, I guess. But yes, I'll have that in the newsletter. Thank you for that. And we'll mention it. I'm sure we can talk about it. We'll make an announcement maybe at our coin show at the end of October as well, because that's the 3 weeks before that event there. Any other announcements, questions? Anything?
Does my microphone?
Anybody want to win the 50-50 raffle?
Or the attendance?
And the attendance? We can do both.
Hello?
Is there a sign-up sheet for the attendance or no?
No, it's just the first prize. It's your red ticket.
5 tickets. Attendance prize is 5.
Do we get a ticket or something or what?
Nope.
No, you get.
You already got tickets if you bought red tickets.
Yeah, I have to buy red tickets.
So the first ticket he's going to pick is for 6 extra tickets in the raffle. $5 worth of tickets.
Dennis, you want to pick it?
And if you want to mix up those 50-50 tickets real well, and you've been doing it good. Just so the person who bought last doesn't win.
Okay. 914-526.
526. Last 3 numbers, 526. It's not me.
Correct. 914-526.
I didn't drop mine.
That big man.
Richard, you got 6 extra tickets.
526.
See, you won something. All right. Thank you, Richard. Congrats. And then the 50-50, Duff, do we have a total of how much was sold? $40. So 20 to the club, 20 to the winner.
20, yeah, $40. Who doesn't have money in this? Okay, then she can pick this too.
Thank you, Dennis.
Eating the dog.
Oh, we heard Don say something. I didn't hear. They heard him on there. Maybe I wasn't
You can't hear
listening.
Can you hear me?
If Don's talking right now, I can't hear him at all.
Yeah, I'm okay.
617-783 white ticket for the 50-50.
617-783.
It's probably Duff.
783, that's me.
Congrats, Duff.
All right, I'll put the money into the copper.
You don't have to do that, but you. So the people online can hear Don, but we can't hear Don in here.
So is it going to hear the money?
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. I don't know why, Don. I don't know why. Maybe I just have everything muted or it's just not working, but I assume you guys can hear me.
What?
You gave your winnings to the club?
Yeah.
Hopefully the people
You
at
gave
home
your
can hear
winnings
me.
to the club?
I heard that. That's very generous. You didn't have to give the winnings to your club, but so the club earned 40, not just 20. Thank you for that, Duff. And thanks to everybody who participate in the 50-50. No, Gringo, I don't have my volume down on my computer that I know of. It's just every time I plug in the different computer, the different cameras that I use at home, this is a different one that I use at home, and then it picks up different speakers and camera, and it's just the settings go wacko, and I got to check what's what. I checked to make sure the camera and microphone were working, but I guess there's another setting for the speaker that for voices coming through this. Didn't really. I guess I have that set up wrong. So sorry, Don. But so don't say too much that we don't hear. Don't talk over me while I'm doing the presentation, please, because apparently they can hear him, but we can't hear him. So speaking of presentation, I think it's time for me to go ahead and do that. So I will go ahead and try to get this set up. So bear with me just a second. Let me try to get this going. I need to share. Let's see here. I always forget how to do this. Share screen and window. Usually this sets up as a thing. It's not working for me. Let's see here. I could try to do it this way. Did that work? Kind of. And then I can go here. You guys are seeing the answers for the first one. That's not good. If I go here and go to present, see, that changes everything there, and that's maybe not what I want to do. That's full screen there. So now I got to make sure what they're seeing at home is correct. So let me go here. Let me stop that for a second, and let me reset that up just to make sure they're seeing what we want to see them at home. There we go. Now that's, I need to do it here first next time. Got it. I'll learn someday. That's that. That's there. Hopefully people are seeing what they need to see at home. And I guess I could confirm on my phone, but I don't even know where my phone's at. That's okay. I think it's right. Should be good. Okay. What I have for you guys tonight is I put together a quick, I think it should be a fun presentation for people of all different areas of knowledge on world coins. It'll just be identifying coins of the world. So what I did is I went through and I think we did 21 coins total. So it'll be 21 that we're going to look at. And sometimes I'm going to show you just a small portion of a coin. Sometimes I'll show you the full coin itself, one side of it at least. And I'll give you guys all a few seconds, 10, 15, whatever. Take a look at it and see if you can guess what country it's from. And then I'll show you the full coin and what country it's from. Pretty simple. Most of them, I think, if you have a handle on your world coins, will be pretty easy. Some of them you might not have a clue on. I don't know. But the goal of this is just to be a little bit of fun and also maybe to show you some coins that you didn't see before and maybe something that might spark an interest and get somebody to maybe look at some world coins. Or most of them are pretty affordable that we're going to show. Some of them are not as much. And everyone's from a different country. So I don't think I repeated any countries more than once. So with that said, here is the first one. This is a 3 pence from 1943. And you got to guess the country. New Zealand. You can shout it out, I guess, if you want, or you can keep it to yourself and let others have a chance. But that's okay. That's okay. But and this one was actually struck by the U.S. Mint. And I'm going to pull this up on my phone because I just really want to make sure I'm not showing. I don't know. I guess we can look at the full coin. I believe this one was struck by I think it's a P. Let's go to the next slide. That is New Zealand. That is New Zealand. I think this one was done by the U.S. Mint. Maybe it actually wasn't. I know the U.S. Mint did make a lot of these. Let me just go real quick because it's going to bug me if I don't look at this. Sorry about this. I just want to make sure they're seeing this screen and not the one with the answers. And it's probably going to make me watch a ad first. Yes? It looks good? Perfect. All right. Thank you. The problem is like when I'm at home and got this with like a separate screen and all that, it works really easy, but this, it blocks the YouTube part of it for me, so I can't see that. So now I can close that on my phone. Sorry about that. Next coin. So if you got that one right, congratulations. You can keep your own score at home or on your own. No prizes, sorry, but other than the prize of knowledge.
I got all 21 right.
You got all 21 right so far? We've only showed one so far.
Oh.
The second one is this one right here.
Not New Zealand.
This is not New Zealand. We've already used up New Zealand.
Imperial Russia.
Cool double-headed bird with crowns. This one here is Russian. 1915 10 kopeck. And these are real common. Even if you go through like a group of like junk world silver coins, you'll see these. They shouldn't be in there though, because the Russian stuff goes for good premiums nowadays. I mean, there's so many. You go to most coin shows. If you're a coin dealer, you know it because you get people coming in every show. Hey, you got any Russian coins? Got any Russian? It's like there's people buying them up or whatever. There's a good collector base for them. I mean, especially in that condition. Yeah. How about this one? You've probably seen some of these at coin club meetings before as prizes. That one there. I know this is one of Don's favorites there. The Bahamas. The Bahamas. Big old $2 silver coin. Yeah, they're pretty cool. We haven't had many of those recently, but I like them. Next up.
That's Italy. Looks like Italy's got the Rome, you got the hair. Looks like Caesar.
Looks like the chariot race from Ben-Hur, huh? That's Charlton Heston right up there, yeah. Could be. And this is Italian, coin from Italy, 1914. That's a real popular world coin. It's whenever you see like the Numismatist, which is the ANA's magazine or some of the coin magazines, write about the 20 most popular world coins or the 100 best designs. This one's always in there. Next up. We make this too easy for everybody? I don't know. Maybe we did.
That's Balboa.
That's a Balboa, huh? Could be.
We have to guess the denomination.
Absolutely. No, you don't.
No, they're the same.
Let me go ahead and do this so I can see what they're saying in chat too.
25 cents.
Is Don putting all the answers in chat before anybody has a chance to guess? Thanks, Don. I appreciate that.
Would you give him a slideshow?
Gotta love Don. No, he's just putting the answers. He knows all this stuff.
Is that
What is a Balboa?
That one is a quarter Balboa, actually. Quarter Balboa. And the U.S. Mint struck a lot of these. This one here was struck by Mexico. Mexico, 1960. Yeah, the 1961 quarters were done in Mexico. The 1962s, I think, were done in London. And then the other years were done by the United States. So, and they're all the same as a U.S. quarter, 90% silver, 6 1/4 grams. But they're cool. They're very popular. Balboa. Yep, they love it at chat. They love it in chat. Next up.
That's English.
That's England.
It's a pretty coin.
It's three pence.
Don said New Zealand. No, we already had New Zealand, Don.
That's Britain.
Those of you guys that said Great Britain are correct. Victorian 3p. That's a pretty one. Wish I had that one.
Really pretty tall.
Yeah, that's a real nice one. Next up, we have one of these in the raffle tonight.
Oh.
Do you know the denomination?
Two.
They all have the same obverse pretty much. But.
Two or one.
Could be a 2 or, well, that's what's in our raffle, but it is the 2 franc. It is the 2 franc. Hopefully some of these, it seems like maybe I made it too easy for everyone, but I wanted it to. Some of you guys saying, no, it's not too easy. Okay. How about this one? All right. Give people a chance to think about it, watching at home. They're wrong.
That's the shop.
Is that Caesar?
That is not Caesar. All right. Right there.
Greenland.
Denmark.
Some saying Denmark, some saying Greenland. Somebody said Pittsburgh. That's the polar bear from the Brookfield Zoo in Chicago, I think. No. This one is Greenland. Greenland that's not very green. Covered nice.
And they're owned by.
We tried to buy Greenland a couple times, didn't we?
From who?
From Denmark.
We tried to buy it, but that.
They didn't want to sell it or what? What happened?
I think they actually offered it to us during World War II, and we said, nah, but we'll just build a big base there anyway. But then we tried to buy it a few years ago. They said, nah. Somebody tried to buy it.
France.
Somebody in chat there says, need a hookup on a Greenland coin. Never seen Greenland coins before. Well, there you go. Mission accomplished then. So seeing some stuff you've never seen. A 44. This is not a 44. This is a World War coin, but a World War I issue from France. From France, 1917. I think they still use that same design on some of their stuff today. Well, it's all Euro coins now, but the French sewer design, and very similar to our Walking Liberty and Silver Eagle design, because kind of stole the design. Kind of. That's okay. Took inspiration is probably the better answer. How about this one?
That's Canada.
Some people say in Canada.
Australia.
Some say Ireland. Some say Australia.
Got the heart down there.
That old maple leaves on the bottom.
Got the unicorn.
That's the big clue. It's got all the other stuff on there, but it does have the maple leaves there, and that would be Canada. That would be Canada. That's a 1948 half dollar. All right, a unicorn. What are you talking about? Is there a unicorn on there? There is, isn't there? There sure is, isn't there?
South Africa.
You guys are too good. Some of you guys are studying up. There you go. That is a South Africa 5 shillings. That is, 1948. Next up.
Mexico.
Yeah, that one's easy for you guys. Too easy.
5 pesos.
It is not a 5 pesos.
Oh, it's just a brass.
It's a copper.
20 centavos.
It is a 20 centavos. Real cool. I always love the design of those. So cool. All right, we got a few more to go. So how about this one?
Only half a a penny?
I'm only showing you about now 4/5 of the half penny.
Fiji?
So I'm not showing. If I showed below there, you'd see the country name, so I had to cut that off.
Is that, did we ever get Australia already or no?
It's African.
I don't think we've had an Australia. We had New Zealand. Did we have Australia? I don't think we have. But it's not Australia. This one is Fiji. Fiji. How about this one?
That's a
US.
3-cent nickel.
You guys are too good. You're too good.
Probably 1865.
Might be. Might be. Governor Ben's in the chat. Hey Ben, how you doing? That one is United States, 1866, 3-cent nickel. Somebody said it's a trickle. Huh? No, it's a 3-cent nickel.
And I'm on flash dial with that. That's Poland, isn't it? Poland, Germany.
It is not Poland. Not Poland.
Germany.
Yeah, the 3-cent silver design has a star, someone was saying in chat. Yep. Hopefully you guys are seeing some coins maybe you haven't seen and give you some ideas of stuff to look for at coin shows when you can't find what you're normally looking for. That is a German 1 mark.
Thought we already had Germany.
Did we?
I thought so.
No, we had Russia that had the eagle that looked similar. Russia had the 2-headed eagle. That was a German 1 mark. How about this one? This one is struck at the San Francisco Mint.
3 pence.
A Trepence.
Australia.
3 pence. Trepence. I don't know how the light comes on and off. I don't know. But if it bothers you, then you guys can mess with it. But that's Australia. It's Australia, mate. And yeah, we made a lot of the coinage for them during World War II. Made a lot of the coins for a lot of places during World War II. How about that?
Japan.
It looked like a lotus flower.
Some kind of flower.
How so?
Not a 5 yen, but it is a Japanese 50. Just a couple more to go. Maybe we'll get 1 or 2 that'll trick somebody, hopefully. Maybe I'll have to make it tougher in the future ones. How about this one?
I can't see it. U.S. Mint, Philadelphia.
Saudi Arabia.
Is it gold?
It's gold.
Okay, that's that Saudi Arabian thing.
International payment.
Yeah, tried to fool some of you by putting U.S. Mint Philadelphia there, but these are Saudi Arabia. That's where they're listed in the books, though. We had they didn't want to take our money. They wanted to take our gold. We owed them money. How dare them? How about this? Is Ben cheating? Is he looking this stuff up on the internet? Is that what they're saying in chat?
Finland?
This is not Finland.
South America.
It is not from South America. It's from Europe.
I think it's Nordic.
It's European. Did I stump you guys? Some of you, maybe? This one is beautiful coin, very, very popular. Everyone should get one someday. It is Polish.
Really?
They did them for a couple of years. I think it was the 5 and maybe they did them on the 10. There was a couple denominations they did this, I think, just in like 33 and 34.
What's the year on it?
1933.
Never seen that.
Just a couple, and it's a queen somebody. I couldn't pronounce the name for the life of me. It's in Polish, so. But it's a beautiful coin, and it's another one that when you look at lists, people write articles on 10 most beautiful coins or 10 most beautiful coins featuring women, whatever they look at. This is always one of them, almost always. And last but not least, if you know, you know, what do we got here? It's not Springfield, Ohio. It's not Springfield, Ohio.
They're eating the cats.
It's not China. And the dogs, they're your pets, Richard.
Don't forget about the geese. They're eating the geese.
This one is Isle of Man.
Oh,
Isle of Man.
Isle of Man cats, yep.
They do a whole series on them. They've been doing them for at least 30 years. They do big 1 ounce silver coins. They do a bunch of different denominations of gold as well. And this one is that's a picture of a 1 ounce, but they do them as low as 1/25th of an ounce, I believe. They do 1/25th of a crown. Very, very popular sales. Very, very popular.
That's their entire economy is selling flipper coins.
I think they have sheep there as well. And that's it. How did you do? Did anybody get them all right? You think? No? Yeah? I think somebody might have. Maybe some of you guys at home. Anyway, hopefully you saw a couple of coins there that are of interest. Maybe you'll hunt for them on your own now and you try to add 1 or 2 to your collection, or give you ideas of some countries' coins that you don't like and you won't even think about it anymore. I don't know. But again, very easy to put together a presentation, as you just saw right there. Hopefully you guys consider doing one. And I don't know. I didn't mean to share that. I'm trying to get my background off of there. Hold on. Let's stop that. There we go. It's just my computer background for some reason. I don't know.
All right, John.
All right. That is that. Thank you guys very much for bearing with me on that. We're going to go ahead and I guess we can get into our show and tell. So if you signed up on the show and tell list, come on up. And again,
Dennis Mack first.
we can show your item here under the camera to the folks at home, and we can let's get Don off the screen there so we can see it a little closer. And then again, this is the microphone. So if you want to have them hear you, that's what you do.
I brought 4 coins from the Byzantine Empire. They run from 500 AD to the mid 600s. Justinian, Heracles, and Justinian and Justin II with Sophia, his wife. 3 of them are the large 40 numis coins. They are referred to as a folus, and the little one is a pentanumium, which is 5 numis. And they're in pretty decent shape for their age. Just compare them to an American coin that's 50 years old and has no images left on it. Anyway, that's my story for today.
Well, great. Thanks for sharing those. And if you want to put them on the last table
You
there
betcha.
for people to check out during the break, Duff will be giving each person who does show and tell another raffle ticket to try to win some more raffle tickets. And then, so nice little thank you for doing show and tell. But no, appreciate that. Thank you. Nubs and chat. All right.
During my travel around the world, my work makes me travel around. This one's from Asia and China, a city called Xiamen, and this is one of their kind of like silver advertised coin by one of the big real estate companies. So they like silver and gold, so I just picked that up and like to share with you guys.
Do they give those out or you have to buy them?
No, they give them out.
Really?
Ed.
In China, all the China. They just
Thank you, Ed.
Yeah, they just give them. They want you to buy real estate there.
Oh.
Dennis, you're up.
And you have to go to a showroom, listen to their sales.
You make it all the way there to give you coin.
I brought in 2 coins today. One is something I won at the Orange County Coin Club show that says it's gold. And the other one is the thing I've had the longest. This is the one coin that was passed down to me. It's really just a brass slug, but it says Spring and 6th Streets, Railroad Company, single fare 10 cents, 4 tickets 25 cents, 20 tickets per buck. And it's really rare, and it's uniface. So it's kind of neat.
So I don't even need to flip it over?
No,
All right.
you can. The back is blank. And
I believe you.
that I could probably do a whole program on just this because there's a connection to USC among other things.
They love the tiny gold. Very good. Thank you.
John? Mary?
Okay, so since it was foreign coins, I just went through my drawer and I found this coin from Vietnam, and they only made it 1 year. And it has a nice bundle of rice and whatnot, and it'll be up on the big. So that's all I brought in.
If we can get it to focus, I can see it.
It's blurry.
It's not. Hey, I didn't do it.
It'll eventually come into focus.
Well, it'll be over here and everybody can look at it.
What denomination you say that was?
There we go.
Dong. One dong.
It's dong.
One dollar, huh?
One dong.
I've seen bigger. They have bigger pieces than those, bigger dongs,
You've seen bigger dongs?
and paper money dong, and they have all kinds of dong.
Absolutely. That coin is made up of 100 sou. That's you, okay?
Yeah.
And 1.5 dong was wages for a complete day at work.
What?
That's wonderful. They were,
No,
when we
it's-
bought them at the PX, so we could use on the economy, was 212 to the dollar. And we were getting ripped off like crazy because.
Well, this one's
To
this
the
one.
Vietnamese, that's like gold.
Damn.
Go ahead and set that one because that adds up there too while you're doing it. Let me ask you guys a question. I'm not going to try to embarrass John too much, but when he introduced it, he said we did a talk on foreign coins. Now, as a coin dealer, I've seen some people get really offended when you say foreign coins, and they want you to say world coins. Does anybody else have a bit like any insight on that? So some people somebody got really upset that I kept saying, "Hey, I got foreign," but say, "No, it's world coins." So I don't know. To some people, it might matter.
World coins includes U.S. If you want to talk about everything except the U.S. that you want to keep.
And I thought it was maybe a thing because, like, if I have a case of coins, those are foreign to me. But if I go somewhere else, maybe some of those aren't foreign to the buyer. Yeah, I don't know. So maybe that's. But somebody one of my customers, they seem to got pretty upset about it. I'm like,
It speaks of potential Americocentrism. And so the
Is that
idea
it?
If you want to call away from Americocentrism, you have more of a global sense and you call it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I use both terms, but if I'm trying to do a presentation or if I'm dealing with a customer I don't know, I try to use world coin now because it seems to be what I read more in print. And anyway,
You can't please everybody.
I'm just going to call them all un-American coins. How about that? Is that the way to do it? No, that's probably not true. We kid. Next up, we got Steve.
Okay, so I usually do Spanish colonial coins, and then this week I took a detour. So I'm doing 2 modern coins that are rare modern coins that I wonder what will happen to them in the future. Will they be worth anything? So the first one is Queen's Beast, Dragon of Wales. This is an MS-70. So on this one, they slabbed. I mean, minted a fair amount of these. They slabbed a total of 1,212 of these. There's only 219 that are considered, perfect coins. So if you trust, if you trust the slabbing company, then and it does look like a perfect coin. So I bought this while I was waiting in line at Disney World to get on the flight of the Avatar ride, and But anyways, this went up. People were paying like $1,000 for this, and they're paying $500, then $1,000, then it went down to $300, and now you can't buy it really. I haven't been able to locate an eBay or anything, so it's unclear what it'll end up being in the future. The second one I have is a coin that's more dubious. I don't know what will happen to it. This is a 2023 Charles III Britannia effigy, first one that came out. Now there's The total mintage on these were 947, but there are only 44 that were graded by NGC as being MS70.
Wow.
And none are MS70 through PCGS on either of these coins. So that one, in terms if you want to buy it, you can get one on Heritage for like on this for 380 now, and the average seems to be somewhere around like 440. So it's unclear. Will it go up? Will it will it go down? This one is not like I don't know if I can say this, but one may wonder about how popular of a King Charles III is, and how that might affect supply and demand on that. But I just thought that in terms of rare kind of moderns, it's I thought it was kind of cool, so I detoured.
Well, thanks for sharing those. Yeah. We have one of those in the raffle tonight too. 2023 Britannia. Not that nice though, and not a 70.
It might be an MS69.
You don't have the Queen's Beast in there, no.
How about the bee's knees?
The bee's knees.
The bee's knees.
Phil, you're up.
And Don, I think, has some show and tell. But before we end, I'll try to get him, and I'll try to set the speaker settings on here so we can hear him. And if I will wait till the end, because if it doesn't work, it'll probably just shut the whole thing down. Phil, you're up.
Okay, I'm up. Anyway, it's hard to believe that just a week ago today it was 40 degrees warmer than it is here right now. And I guess you can enjoy this weather if you're transitioning to Alaska or someplace north of here. But, hopefully Don will enjoy the nice weather up there that they're having, and will come down and visit us. A couple, I don't know, year or so ago, I showed some Glendale Coin Club medals. Mike had some, and I brought in my silver one, and I think my bronze one. I don't know if the club ever made them in gold or not.
We did 3 years. We did gold medals. They were 50 grams each. The mintage in 2014 was 9. The mintage in 2015 was 8, and the mintage in 2016 was 7. Each year, one less person bought.
Okay.
As gold price has gone up, and now they would cost probably almost around $4,000 in gold alone in one of those. I think we sold them for about $2,500 at the time.
They go down one?
Yeah,
You break even.
just
now.
the melt value is like $4,000. I think.
Break even out of that.
I know a couple of them have been melted, unfortunately.
There's the car.
I've been told about
it.
Yeah. A couple have been
I
melted.
don't remember exactly what anniversary they were, but coin clubs do make anniversary medals and whatnot. Last night I was at the Bay Cities Coin Club, and I picked up their 80th anniversary wooden nickel.
Wow.
And I just thought maybe it'd be a good idea if the club might want to consider making some wooden nickels, and we could pass those out at our show for advertising pieces to people. And hopefully
This year is our
encourage them to attend the show.
65th anniversary, actually. 2024. Very cool. Yeah, I might have to get some information on, or have you help me get the information on where they make those up, and
Yeah, no problem.
might be fun to hand them out at the show. Do something for our 65th anniversary, since having Dan Carter make medals for us is cool and all, but very expensive. It worked out though. I mean, the club didn't pay anything for it, as long as we get several members to buy a bunch, including like some gold ones, to subsidize the cost of the dies and striking. But I think with prices the way they are, that's probably not going to happen.
I'm up next.
Duff.
At Long Beach, I picked this up as a toy coin. You know, I collect toy coins. And on one side it says, Trust in God, 1919 India. And on the other side it says gold medal prize. It's 14 millimeters. I don't know if it's gold or gold plate. And I'm not sure if it's a toy coin. It's sold as a toy coin. I don't know if it is or not. But it's very interesting. Take a look at it.
It'll come into focus eventually.
It's got a portrait on one side. Can you see it?
Yep. It looks
Oh, there
clear
it
on
is.
my screen here.
Yeah, you can see
on
that.
the screen here in the room, that projector just doesn't do
Well, you can see it now.
perfect.
What's that?
It's not a phone, is it?
I don't think that's what it is. Now, it just has the letter G and then India on the
Yeah,
reverse.
and on the other side it says gold medal prize, and then it has PC at the bottom. And I don't
If
know.
anybody watching at home knows more on it,
Yeah, let us know.
Duff wouldn't mind some info. Thanks for sharing that.
I really don't have anything big tonight. I just wanted to let everybody know again that when you make it into the markets, make sure you hit the Coinstar machine. Even if you look like a bum, do it anyway. Because I walked in there this morning and pulled out $6.10.
Nice.
You know,
better than Phil.
hey, I'm telling you.
Usually it's a
crazy.
bunch of like corroded zinc pennies, and
There's
zinc
actually-
cents, I should say.
There's actually 2 quarters in there.
It's almost all quarters.
Yeah, there's 2 dimes or 2 nickels and
Wow.
like
I mean,
24
some of them you
quarters.
can see why they didn't go in the machine because they're all beat up.
Some are beat up, but the rest of them, you know, no silver, unfortunately, but they went through.
Well, that pays for the eggs, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Last week I was at my grocery store and I saw the Coinstar had a few coins in it, and I scoop them up and stick them in my pocket.
Right.
And get out of there. And I took a quick glance and didn't think anything of it. There was a Netherlands 2.5 golden, not silver, and then a couple quarters. But I didn't notice until I got home and actually put them away. One of the silvers was a 64D, so
Yeah.
$5 quarter right there.
Yeah,
Not bad.
so-
But yeah, always check that, and because I mean, when that machine's going, and if you've ever used the Coinstar machine for the grocery store, they're loud as hell, and a lot of people don't even hear the coins coming out the bottom until it gets so full they start hitting them in the leg and
I
stuff.
like to wear a torn T-shirt in case somebody feels bad for me. They'll give me an extra money. So, you know.
That's a nice haul.
But
Like,
yeah.
how could someone not notice that? You know,
You know what?
that's
As soon
wild.
as I walk up, I went, holy cow, I mean, there's a
Jackpot.
lot of stuff in there. So,
Maybe, I don't know.
but
It's
it's
pretty wild because the screen when you're using it tells you to check it tells you. I don't know.
yeah.
That's it on the show and tell, Les.
That's all for the show and tell. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and if you got your ticket from Duff on that, you can go ahead and pick a couple show and tell winners for some extra tickets for our raffle tonight. And then after that, we'll give away a prize to those who left comments on our last video. We have a couple certified Lincoln cents there for that. And then we'll show a prize for next month's meeting. And then we'll wrap up the online portion of the meeting. So if you did not get in and leave a comment on the last month's Coin Club meeting on YouTube, you still have time to do it. You got from right now until the time Duff gives away these extra prizes and until I figure out how to bring up the video and do the random comment picker. So a few minutes.
So, Richard, we're picking for two extra raffle tickets.
For $2 worth of raffle tickets for the meeting tonight.
It's a white ticket.
White ticket.
617798.
Oh, wait a minute, let me see that.
All right. So this is for 4 tickets. All right. 61774. I think that's really. Yep.
Don, can we hear you now? I changed my speaker
The last
setting.
one is for 6 tickets.
I don't know if you're talking or not, or how would I even know? I guess I'd know if I heard them.
617801. Oh, there you go.
Don, if you're here, if you're listening, try to talk. I changed my settings on my computer. Otherwise,
All right.
give Don a chance to do his show and tell. Forgot about that. But he's got himself muted. He might have walked away But I'll go ahead and try to pull up again the prizes for those watching at home or anybody here, because I know Ron's sitting here in the meeting talking to us on the chat here. It's a set of 2009 P&D ANAX graded Lincoln cent, and it says it's the first one, the log cabin designs from that year, and they're going to go to somebody at home. Next month, we're giving away a bicentennial medal to someone watching at home. This is the 1975 bicentennial medal with the stamps, and canceled on July 4th, 1975 in Washington, D.C. Cool little bicentennial piece. So I'll go ahead and Gringo says the link to leave a comment is pinned at the top of the chat. I can't see that on my computer because I'm not doing it. But it'll just take me a minute or two to bring this up, and we'll go ahead and pick a winner. Those of you guys in the room here, if you don't want to sit and wait for me to do this, feel checking out the auction items. If someone wants to grab, there's a bag in the refrigerator of the drinks. You can go ahead and get those out and set them up there, and go ahead and start the break. And I'll go ahead and wrap this up in the next few minutes. And thank you very much. Thank you very much. Terrific audience. All right, that's the wrong channel. I'm on Kittle Got Game for some reason, so I gotta switch that.
It's after.
Oh, that's fine. We usually don't get to that until 8:30 or 9.
wanted to get out by 9:30.
Oh, we'll be out by then. You know. All right, let me go ahead and pull up the video and get the link. I'm working on it. You'd think, Ringo, I could just get that link from chat, but when I'm in the StreamYard thing, it does not let me. It just does not let me do that. And Don is unmuted, isn't he? And I have nothing on my computer. Hold on. Let me go ahead and see something here. Let me go ahead and mess around with this one more thing. Go into settings. There we go. Don, are you there? Now I'm cooking. I hear Don. There we go. Don, are you there? Thank you, Amy. Thank you very much. I hear myself too. Hold on. There we go. Maybe that was just me I was hearing. Is that Don over really here? Is Don muted again? Maybe that wasn't Don. Maybe that was just me hearing myself. Okay. Sorry about that. Let me go back to, I'm struggling, guys. I'm struggling. View my channel. All this to get the meeting, the link for the thing here. There we go. Share, copy, da-da-da-da-da-da. I'll bring up a random comment picker. Sorry about that. Is Don unmuted right now? No, it still shows he's muted for me. I don't know. I must be watching on my phone behind a little bit. Paste that in. We're going to filter. Can I share this, though? Let's see if I can share the thing here. Let's share window.
Well, not this year. Tired of 69s.
Is that shared now? That's shared. Okay, let me try to do this. I'm trying, you guys. Random comment picker. We got the link. Filtering out duplicate users. We got to put in this. Get the YouTube comments. 17 comments, and we're going to pick the winner right now. The winner of the 2 Lincoln cents is SW.331. Thanks, everyone. Interesting presentation. Not sure who that is, but you got a week to claim your prize. Send me an email, and we'll send it out to you. Thank you very much. All right, we're going to go ahead and give Don one last chance to unmute himself. I thought I heard him, but I guess it was just myself. I'm sorry about that, Don. I'm sorry we left him out on the show and tell, but that's an interesting piece you got there, and maybe you'll have to go live on your own sometime and share with us. Thanks again, everybody watching at home there, and again, leave a comment once this becomes a video, and you'll have a chance to get the 1975 official bicentennial medal with the stamps. Thanks again, everybody, and we'll see you next month. Bye, everybody.